Hello everybody, my name is Zeus, welcome to my channel, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the very special edition of the 3-for-1 striker video, where we're going to be testing 3 strikers in one video, if any of them could be Erling Haaland. It's this time around 3 different strikers from 3 different YouTube comments, which you can now see on screen. Wow, there's so many comments about this. So, we have decided to simulate 3 different seasons of these 3 strikers that we'll now show you on the screen, which so happens to be Onuachu, Brian Brobbey and Assan Ouédraogo, who will all be playing in this formation separately as the advanced forward. But at the end of the video, or at the end of each one of these simulations, we'll do one simulation with them all as the advanced forward in one team, and we'll see how each 3 of them do and see if they can, you know, score goals, and we'll combine those goals, add them up and see how they do in our brand new table, which I think I might start as well, seeing how well they do. And so far the record for that is the last video we did on this, which was Tim Schreiber, Romano Pastama and Juninho with a combined amount of goals of 34. Can these guys beat them? Well, there's one less goalkeeper, so we'll find out. So let's start with the most expensive player we brought in here, Brian Brobbey, who is a guy who comes from Ajax. We had to pay £30.5 million for him. Apparently he had only just signed there, so refused to sign, so blah blah blah, you get the picture. But his potential ability looks like this. He is currently rated 135, his potential is 151, he's still 21, so he could get there. He looks like that for now. He's very strong, very brave, and very work rate, but everything else is a bit mid. I guess his jumping's fine, his acceleration's fine, but yeah, everything else is a bit mid. He will be playing as an advanced forward, as always. We'll simulate these seasons as we get there, and we'll show you the table at the end. The second most expensive person is Onuachu, who costs us £13.5 million. Again, just because he signed for Southampton, blah blah blah, we had to cheat him in. This is what he looks like. He's very strong, very brave, very balancy, and very jumping reachy, so he might be a very good guy to get corners into, if at all. I guess that'd be a great guy for corners. He's 29, it doesn't have a picture, so I'll have to find one, so that's going to be fun for me. And his attributes are like this. He's currently rated 130, his potential is 136, it's technically possible, but I don't see that going up, which is always fun. And our cheapest player is Assan Ouédraogo, who looks like this. He's very determined. That's about it. He's very determined and has good technique. Apart from that, yeah. He's an attacking midfielder who looks like someone familiar. I swear he looks like someone, but I don't entirely know who. But I swear I recognise that face, but there we are. We bought him in for £8.5 million, despite signing for Leipzig, who he didn't want to sign. Again, we had to cheat him in. 3 suggestions, 3 cheated in players, but it's the price we offered and they accepted, so I just went with that. Yeah, he looks like this. His ability looks like this. 109 with a potential 161, so he could be really good. He's actually 17, so he has pretty much a very long time to get to that ability. He might jump up a few this season round. But yeah, as we said, they'll all play as the advanced forward. And let's start with this following player, Onuachu. Let's see how he does. We've already gone through his stats and we've already gone through his abilities and everything, but just in case you missed it or you skipped that part, there it is again. But yeah, he'll be playing as the advanced forward. We'll simulate this entirety of the season and see how he does alone up front. My guess is that he'll score 13 goals. He's a corner merchant, so maybe 14 goals. I'll go with 14 and we'll see how he does. So we'll simulate this season and we'll find out. So we'll be back shortly. And we're back. We're back at the end of the season, and as you can see, Erling Haaland is our top goal scorer with 57 goals, of which 41 is in the Premier League. We finished 3 points to get above the worst team in England, Manchester United, mainly because Manchester United fans always seem to think they're the best club. They haven't been for quite some time. But yeah, we did that, but we're not here for any of those reasons. We're here to see how Onuachu did. We've also got a Champions League final against Real Madrid, which I'm not going to sim. But yeah, let's have a look at how Onuachu did. He's injured, and ooh, that's an interesting... Oh, it's not that interesting. He has been injured, apparently. 34 games, 12 goals, 2 assists, 1 player in the match, and a 6.91 ratings. Not a great start. We'll have a look at where that puts him at the table at the end. But that's interesting. Has he improved stat-wise or ability-wise? Let's have a look. 130, 136. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same as where it was. But there we are. Well, let's see how well our next contestant does of Brian Brobbey. So we'll simulate the end of Brian Brobbey's season and we'll come back, well, now. And as you can see, we're at the end of the Brian Brobbey season. I've realised I've been calling him Brian Brobbey all this time, and it's Brian Brobbey. Brobbey, man. Brobbey. Fuck me. Well, here we are at the end of the season, and as you can see, Erling Haaland's got 60. Yes, 60 goals. We finished in second place, so 1 point behind Liverpool. Erling Haaland has scored 39 in the Premier League this one. It's one less than last time, I think. I don't even remember. But how many did Brian Brobbey score? Well, let's have a look. He has scored... Oh, he looks very good now. He has scored 19 goals in 37 appearances with 1 assist, 1 player in the match, and a 6.93 rating. Ooh, well, that might put him somewhere in the table, but we'll check that at the end. Has he actually improved in ability-wise? I actually haven't checked that. Let's have a look. 144 to 151. What the fuck did he start out as? I don't remember. My goodness, it's probably better. Let's just assume it is and go whippy. Yippee. But yeah, that's Brian Brobbey. Let's move on to the end of the season of Assan Ouédraogo and see how he did. So let's go to the end of that season now, Lee. And we're back. We're back at the end of the season with Assan Ouédraogo. Man, I can't say his name half the time. And as you can see, it's Erling Haaland with 70 goals in total. My goodness, how many did he get in the Premier League? 45. Wow. But we're not here for that, and we're not here to say that we're in second behind Liverpool by 3 points. That's not bad, and it looks like we lost that on the last day, so we lost against Arsenal. For fuck's sake, Arsenal, stop beating me. Christ. I swear it's every time Arsenal, regardless of what team I am, except Arsenal, I seem to lose to Arsenal. It's so weird. But yeah, let's have a look at how Assan Ouédraogo did. He looks like he's vastly improved, which is nice. Let's have a look at how many goals he scored. 38, 11 goals, 5 assists, 2 played a match, and a 6.89 rating. Well, let's go back to where every striker is on the same page, and we'll digest there. So we'll be back real soon. We'll be back now. So here we are on the page where they're all playing on, and we'll simulate this in a second. But let's have a, before we simulate this version of it, where everyone's going to play as the advanced squad, and we'll total up all of their goals in this season to see how many they have. Let's have a look at the current table to see where everyone places. Well, if you see it now on screen, we can see that Brian Brobbey made it onto page 1. Onuachu made it onto page, I think, 2 or 3. One of the two. It's going to be very, very high or low, 2 or 3. You'll see it on screen. And Ouédraogo also made it on page 3. Just. But yeah, not so bad. But we have one final thing to do. It's the final thing we'll do. We'll simulate this season where they're all up front as the advanced sword, and we'll combine their goals here just to see how it stacks up against the last 3 we did. So we'll simulate this, and we'll be back with you shortly. It's always funny to see this because I definitely checked and I put him on the bench and he still outscores them. But yeah, we're back at the end of the season, and Erling Haaland, as you can see, despite being put on the bench because there was nowhere for him to go, scored 35 goals, of which 24 came in the Premier League, and as if you can see down here, down where it says league, total appearances, 5 total starts, 32 substitute appearances. So he made all those starts, 5 starts and 32 substitute appearances, and still got top goal scorer. Do you know what's even more sad? And I'll show you this now, just so people can get it out of their mind that Erling Haaland is the reason they're not scoring goals. Yeah, Evan Nilsson here for Bournemouth. This is still when he was at Bournemouth, scored 22. 3 less than he did with us, with Erling Haaland up front. So, what does that prove? We're a better team, I guess. That's what that proves. But how well did these 3 strikers that we had up there do? Onuachu, Brian Brobbey, and Assan Ouédraogo. We'll add this up at the end, we'll see it on the table, but Onuachu this time around scored 15, not bad. Brian Brobbey scored 16. Oh, this is a good start. It's now down to Assan Ouédraogo. If we get 3 strikers that have scored combined over 40 goals. Let's have a look. He scored 6. 6 goals. Yay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I put them on the correct side. Onuachu, yeah, well, not really. He can play on both sides. You're in the middle. You can play both sides. Assan Ouédraogo, it's a right footer. So I put him on the left. So maybe I should put Onuachu through the middle, but they're both fairly strong on their left foot. So I was like, yeah, I'll just leave them there, and they should just figure it out. Those two did figure it out. I put Assan on the stronger side that he should be on, and he did not figure it out. But yeah, we finished 4th in this one, so that's that. But let's have a look at this table and see what happened. Well, with 37 combined goals, which I think is correct. I'll do a calculator afterwards and have a look. But 37 just off memory and maths, my maths degree, I have one. Onuachu, Brobbey and Assan Ouédraogo combined scored 37, which puts him first above Tim Schreiber, a goalkeeper by the way, Romano Pastema and Juninho. Most of those goals came from Juninho, I believe. But yeah, there we are. But yeah, that's all the time we have for you this time round. I hope you've enjoyed the 3-for-1 special. Please click the videos that have appeared on the left, the subscribe button on the right, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and leave your suggestions down below. And until next time, bye for now.